Well, hello everyone. I'm a little bit late, but I'm here, yay! I got home, actually I didn't get home too late last night. I was just tired. Long weekend, but a very fun weekend, and I'll talk about it a little bit when I get to life updates. Sorry, someone wasn't quite ready to start filming yet. You good? Okay. Am I good to go now? Okay. As I was saying, kind of a busy weekend for both of us. Oh boy, did she have a weekend. But here we are. 2 weeks. I kind of at my new normal, which is didn't get a ton done, but I got some stuff done. I actually worked on 5 different projects. So 5 different stitching projects, and then I worked on 2 other projects. And I have an FFO. Who am I? Well, at any rate, first off, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the video I made. I think I might have even been wearing this shirt, but I promise you I made it on a different day. The video that I made of the FFO before I gave it away. So here we are, I FFO'd Cinderella. Hi all, it's Wednesday, December 15th at 8:44 p.m. and I just realized that, well, not just, but today I realized that I was going, oh my gosh, my hair is a mess. Focus. I realized that tomorrow is the last time I'm going to see one of my friends until after the new year, and it happens to be the person that Cinderella's for. So I did a quick, I'm not super pleased with it, FFO, but I think it's good enough for a start, and then if she wants, we can reframe it later. So here is Cinderella framed and ready to go. Now one thing, and you can't see it as much here, but when I washed the fabric, it really surprised me because it ran, and I was an idiot, of course, and forgot to throw a color catcher in there. The one time I forget to throw a color catcher in is the one time it runs. So all of the white actually now has a bluish tinge to it, and some of the yellow even. You can't see it as much on here, but it's more noticeable in person. But I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it doesn't look like the fabric ran and it was a mistake. It almost looks intentional. It just muted those sparkles a little bit. It muted the edges a little bit. Obviously not enough that you can't still tell what it is. And I don't feel like it looks awful. If I'm wrong, please don't tell me because then I'll feel bad. But I don't think it does. So yes, here is Cinderella, ready to go in a gift bag and go to the recipient tomorrow, and then I can finally put it on Instagram. And I really hope she loves it. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, talk to you later. Okay, so also, by the way, already gifted. She loved it. I'm super excited. I'm really glad that she liked it. So I had an FFO. I'll go ahead and do my stitchy whips and then I can talk about non-stitchy stuff. No, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my non-stitchy stuff. So I've got a little bit of a window here that if you're not into knitting, which is what it is, you can go ahead and skip ahead and get to the stitchy stuff, but it'll be really quick and it wouldn't fit as smoothly anywhere else because after I get done with my whips, I'm gonna go straight into plans and go straight into haul, and there will be no room for knitting in there anywhere. So first off, I actually managed to take a lunch hour a day or two this past couple weeks and got to work on the socks that I was supposed to give last Christmas, and here's where they're at. Did you catch the part where I said they were a gift for someone for last Christmas? Yeah, I'm way behind. Now they're just a someday whenever gift. She knows they're coming. She's also met me before. She's very well aware of my proclivity to lag on projects, so yeah. I don't know where my other project went. I know I brought it in here. Aha! Found it. So I didn't have that with me because that project lives at work, which is one of the reasons that it hasn't gotten very far, because I do other things while I'm at work and haven't been doing lunch hours lately. But I wanted to take something with me besides stitching this past weekend because I knew it was going to be a busy weekend and I didn't want to work on, or I didn't want to take something that was going to take a lot of thought. So I decided to grab some needles and a ball of yarn and work on another scarf that is a really simple pattern. The pattern's actually called Just One Row. It is literally just one row repeated over and over and over again for 5 feet. So it's pretty easy to do. And I got a little bit of a start on that scarf. And so here it is. Again, not very much at all. Definitely not 5 feet. My niece is convinced that this is for her and she wants it. She wanted me to finish it this past weekend. As you can see, that didn't happen, because she wanted me to do about a zillion other things as well besides knit, and I didn't. She's 5. But every once in a while, she'd just come up to me and go, "Are you going to finish my scarf now?" "No, honey, no, I'm not." So those were my non-stitchy whips this week. I actually had some. Then, the last couple weeks, stitching-wise, the first week I decided that I wanted to go ahead and play some with the Magical Stitches prompts. So I actually picked up 3 of those. I'm going to show 2 of them right now because they were 2 of the things that, 3 of them, or yeah, 3 of them. I'm going to show 3 of the 4 that I worked on right now because they're ones that I didn't do a lot of work on. And the 4th one is going to be talked about last. So, first prompt that I worked on was a prompt that contains something of the canine variety. And this is where 2020 Carrie was just... I picked up stitching again on the regular in August of 2019, maybe July of 2019, somewhere in there. And I did not get, well, it was sometime in the summer because I was working on a graduation gift for the nerd twin and I didn't get it there, but I got it there before he left for college, so score. But anyway, so I just picked up stitching. So when Mania came around, I didn't have a whole lot of stash. And I had been starting to build up a fabric stash, but I wasn't really aware of the wonders of dyed fabrics. So everything was black, white, or ivory. So when I started this project, I was just thinking, this looks like a good project to try even weave on because I've never done it. So I grabbed the even weave and I didn't stop to think. And that is coming back to bite me now. I had all of this stuff laid out so neatly. And I can't even blame her. So I chose, the project I'm working on is Waxing Moon Designs Dog Owners Welcome. And I chose dogs, plural, because this dog looks kind of like Lexi. It has dark ears, but she actually does have gray spots. You can probably see them a lot of the time, but she's not pure white. So, and she has gray spots on her ears. They're not the entire ear, but so that is the one I chose to do. And plus I intend to have another dog at some point too. There will be dogs plural. Here's the problem. See, white dog, white dog. White fabric. So, yes, so I thought about doing the dog in a different color, and I'm like, no, I want it to be Lexi, which means I'm going to be stitching white on 32 count Lugana, and it's as fun as it sounds. And then I will backstitch it in the chalkboard color that the ears are, because that is a gray, it's not a black. So the last time I showed this to you, I know was the mid-year whip parade. And I know that because when I went to go to the counter, I have put in 0 stitches on this in 2021 until now. So here is what it looked like at the mid-year whip parade and at last year's year-end whip parade, because I didn't do any stitches on it this year. And now I got in a couple hundred more stitches, so here is where it's at. And I'm gonna move in so you can see that I have in fact done the dog's head. You just can't see it because white on white, because I'm brilliant, right? So there we are. It's probably gonna get put away for another year. I don't know. We'll see. But that is Dog Owners Welcome Waxing Moon Designs 32 count bright white Lugana. Next up, I had to stitch on something that contained shoes, and this technically contains shoes, but this is where I ask and plead for your help. So this is Life's Journey by Bobbie G Designs. And here is what it is. Life's journey is not to arrive safely at the grave in a well-preserved body, but rather to skid in sideways, totally worn out, shouting, "Holy cow, what a ride." I think that's fun. I think that's really fun. I love the saying. I'm not a shoe person, so here's what I'm going to ask. I want to take out all of these shoes and put in something that's more me. So I'm looking for suggestions as to what you think could go in these 4 big open spots that I have. If you want to send me specific names of patterns, because I'm not going to be able to design these. So they're going to be, like, I'm going to have to pull different patterns and put them in there. And let's see, it looks like they're about maybe 30 by 30 spaces, except for the boot, that may be 30 by 40. So if you can think of anything that is very me that I should put in place of these shoes, let me know. I'm thinking too, but I don't know. Trying to think of something that goes with the quote and represents me a lot better than shoes. So anyway, that's the pattern. Here is where I was at the last time I showed it to you, also mid-year whip parade, because also this one I had put in 0 stitches in 2021. Here it is. And here is where it's at now. Again, I'm working on the letters because I am not, so I did a lot of back stitching because I'm not thrilled with the shoes and I think I'm going to put something different there, so I haven't been working on those. So I got not safely at the grave and then body done. So that's where I'm at. Suggestions, please. Next up, I kind of stretched on this one because I wanted to work on this one. This is a landmark. Milestone. Milestone, that's the word I was looking for. I speak English. Milestone for this one, and so I wanted to get it done. And the prompt was something to do with women. And so I stretched it and I chose We Do Disney. Because I said it has to do with all the Disney princesses. So it represents women because, let's see, there's quotes from Frozen in there. So you've got Elsa and Anna, there's Cinderella, there is Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, there's Belle from Beauty and the Beast. What else? Not princess, but there's Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. So the last time I showed this one to you, it looked like this. And I think it may be in the Q Snap so you may not see the whole thing, but here's what it looked like. And now I have a page finished. So I have 3 pages done, 3 to go. And actually 2 of those are smaller than the other 4 pages were. And then the other one is partially stitched already. So here is where I'm at. And it's so big that I can't even hold it up and still see in the screen, but I can see through the, the Ada, fortunately. So there it is. So I got down to and a little, and then we believe, and started writing laughter. That is laughter. Here's where I've been working. So yes, I have 1 page. That's the bottom of pages 3 and 4. So you can see what I have left to do with page 4. And then page 5 and 6 are actually about half the length of the other pages, maybe 3/4. They're shorter is the point. So this one is not in the home stretch, but it's turned the corner. We're more than halfway done with this one officially now. So I'm excited about that. I think I'll get finish fever on this one relatively quickly, because I actually started to, when I was working on it, I was like, I could keep going. And then I was like, I have other things I have to do. I had at least one other goal I needed to reach before the end of the year. Stay tuned. So there's that. Next up, I didn't do very much at all, but I did actually put needle to cloth on Dealstruck. And the last time that I showed it to you, sorry, it traveled, so it's not very tight in the Q-snap anymore. The last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. And we're honestly not that much further. I did about 140 stitches over the last 2 weeks on Dealstruck. So here's where I'm at right now. Still working on filling in this column, although it is lower. Working on filling in this column. Still have 2 more full columns and then the 7 wide column to go. I just haven't been feeling it lately. Again, because it's all black. But that made it really easy. I took it with me this past weekend up to Michigan. And that is... Sorry, I just got a message and I was reading it sideways. I forgot what I was going to say. This has been really easy to travel with because I just have a skein of 310 and I throw my embroidery scissors and my glasses in and grab my Kindle and I can go. So I'll probably take it with me this coming weekend for Christmas as well, because it is a quick stitch when I sit down and work on it. But we're way out now. We're way more than 5 years to go. So the last thing is another milestone, and this was the pact that I had made with my friend, the cooking nerd. We're both working on the Cozy Cafe Sal. And we had both agreed to finish at least 1 mug before the end of the year. I told you, I speak English. The words are all up there. It's just a hard time getting them out sometimes. Excuse me. So the last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. And I finished Raspberry Mocha. So here is where it's at. Here is Raspberry Mocha complete. And I've actually started on Earl Grey. We know how I feel about Earl Grey. There it is. Isn't he so cute? I love it. So that's finished. I've started putting the shelf in under Earl Grey. And I'm going to keep working on it bit by bit. But I actually made one of my goals for the end of the year. Can you tell I'm in a really good mood today? I'm in a really good mood today. I'm glad that I know I've come across kind of sad the last couple videos, and don't get me wrong, I'm still struggling, but I'm in a good mood today. And I don't know, I'll talk more about it in life updates, I think, but look at it, there it is. So that's what I've worked on the last 2 weeks. For plans, I'm just gonna do what I want. It's kind of holiday free for all. Whatever I can motivate myself to work on, I'm gonna work on. And that's that. I did want to remind a couple things. First is that my next video is going to be right around the new year. I think I should be shooting it on January 2nd, I think. Excuse you. Lexi, no. She just looked at me and she's gonna go do it anyway. Lexi, come back here. Lexi. All right, she might start barking because I think what's happening is that there's an Amazon delivery person outside. The excitement. Lex. Anyway, so that video is going to be an end of year, beginning of 2022 whip parade. So buckle in, it's going to be a long one. But it should be fun. And you'll get to see a lot of projects that I haven't seen in a while. I'll get to see a lot of projects that I haven't seen in a while. The other reminder I wanted to put out is January 17th. You might want to start, if you're going to do this with us, you might want to start getting your pattern and your supplies around. I'm going to be doing a sal for Betty White's 100th birthday. We're going to start on January 17th, which is her actual 100th birthday. And I'm making it kind of an open sal in that you can work on what you want to work on. Well, let's be honest, it's going to be a start along because I'm going to start this and then it's going to fall into the pile with all the other whips and it will get out every once in a while. But you can do whatever project you want. I know that Stitchy Rin has picked out a really cute Golden Girls project that they are going to be working on that I really like. I'm going to work on the one that I had talked about with a few people over the summer when I first started thinking about doing this, and that is Lindy Stitch's Walk Fast Sampler. And it's like that old Scandinavian saying, you can lead a herring to water, but you have to walk fast or he'll die. So this is what I am going to be working on for the sal, or start along, or whatever you want to call it. Hashtag TBD. But I know at least Stitchy Rin is going to be doing it with me, so I won't be doing it by myself, so hooray for that. So that's really all I've got to say about plans. Haul. I forgot a few things in my haul last time. I took advantage of a Haid sale and got a couple new patterns. So I'll show those off. So I should have told you about these last time, but this is artwork by Bridget Ashwood, and it is mini tea and books. So go away, ring light, and it's still, you can still see a lot of reflection in it, but you get the gist. Mini tea and books. And the other one I got is artwork by Dakota Dateweiler. And it is called What Lies Beneath. And Crafty Rogue Gamer pointed this one out to me a while ago, and I was like, oh, I really like that. And the next time there's a hate sale, remind me. And so when the hate sale came up, I got a message saying, I am reminding. So there it is. Again, you can't see it too well, but it's called What Lies Beneath. Check it out on Hate if you want to see it. It's really cute. Cute. It's really pretty. I don't think there's much cute about giant squids. But they're cool. Okay, and then what else? The last, well no, second to last piece of Tiny Modernist Zodiac sampler came. So here's Capricorn. There's the whole thing. So we still have the top and bottom pieces that we will get in January. I had been signed up for Stitching Book Club's membership, so I got all of the patterns this year. So the Great Gatsby pattern has also been released, and I got that. And I don't know when I'll start that one, but I have it. And then I bought Lola Crow Cross Stitches Cryptid Sal, which was a series of ornaments, 5 different ornaments. And then I went ahead and ordered the supplies. So I got 5 pieces of black Ada. Fortunately, these are way too big because then she went ahead and included a mini bonus Nessie. So hopefully there's enough on here that I can cut a piece of it off and do the mini Nessie, or if not, it's black Ada. I'll get it picked up sometime. There were 3 light effects that I did not have yet for this one. So those are here. And they're E321, E677, and E703. So red, gold, and green. Camellia. I might do one of those this week. And then, finally released by Bendy Stitchy was, I've been waiting for this one because this was in the Nice List box last year, I think. But Winter Witches. And if you've watched me for a while, you know I already have Summer and Autumn Witches. So now there was Winter. And if I had Winter, Summer, and Autumn, I might as well get Spring too. So I got these from Top Knot Stitcher Shop to go with the other 2 that are seasonal witches that I already had. And then I started ordering the floss. And of course they're color and cotton, so the floss isn't necessarily in stock right now. So I was only able to get 2 of the colors that I needed. So here's Cherry Fizz, and I ordered 2 skeins of this because it's in both winter and spring, and I don't know how much there is. So I didn't want to only order 1 skein and not have enough to do both. So there's Cherry Fizz. And Antique Rose. And of course, the day after I ordered, one of the others came back into stock, but I have not ordered it yet. I want to see if some of the others will come because they actually didn't even have any fabric in stock for me to order for my No Floss Travels Alone rule. So I would have literally had to order just that 1 skein and paid more in shipping than I paid for the floss. So I'm going to wait a little while until they get something else back in stock. And then I had a little bit of Stitchy Kindness. I got holiday cards from Stitchy Rin and from Rogue Mama Stitcher. And Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, also sent me a little needle minder. And he's so fun. I love it. So thank you very much. I can't wait to use this on one of my spooky magic all year round projects. So that was it for haul. Plans, whips. So if that's what you were here for, thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you have a great week. I will hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful holiday, whichever holiday it is that you celebrate in the next, well, in the past month or so and in the coming couple of weeks. I hope you have a great holiday season, and I'll see you next time. For the rest of you, life updates. Job, there's still nothing to report. Kind of in a holding pattern. That's not really surprising given the time of year that it is. But I just got back from Michigan yesterday, I think I mentioned, and I had Christmas. My brother and sister-in-law that live out of state had come up from North Carolina for my sister-in-law's graduation, her nurse practitioner degree. So while they were up, we decided to exchange Christmas gifts, since I normally don't get to exchange Christmas gifts with them. And I had my whole family together for the first Christmas in 3 years. And it was so much fun, and I had such a good time, and I'm really glad that we got a chance to do it. And that's a large part of why I'm in such a great mood today. So yeah, I had Christmas. I'm going back up this weekend to see my dad, and then my brother and sister-in-law and nephews that are up there, and we're going to do another small get-together and just hang out and spend some time. I've taken this entire week off work to relax. I felt like I needed it. So not working today, not working tomorrow, not working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were already holidays. So I'm just going to relax. Maybe I'll do some stitching. Maybe I'll play some Stardew. I would like to get some stuff done. I have a few things to do on my list. But I'm going to do it at my pace and at my time. I met my new partner for a ballroom for the spring, and I think we're going to mesh really well. And we've already picked out the song and the style, and I'm starting to look for a costume, so it's coming together already pretty quickly, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then tonight, the nerd twin is home from college, and so I get to take a lesson with him, which is basically just going to be us waltzing around the studio and just chatting, because that's all we want to do, just catch up. So that's really all for life updates. Reading, watching, listening to. I finished The Blood of Olympus. So I finished the Rick Riordan, the Camp Half-Blood Chronicles, the Heroes of Olympus, and Percy Jackson and the Olympians, both series. I was very happy with how it ended. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed both series. I'm in the process of buying them for my nephew. I buy my nephews for every holiday and birthday. I buy them a hardcover book that will last them. I'm sure I've told this before. And leave a little note in the front so they remember when they got it and all that stuff. And I'm in the process of buying the Percy Jackson books for the oldest. So, was really happy with that. I started to listen to a new series, but I don't know that I'll listen to it very fast because it doesn't look like it's available from my library on audiobook, and I kind of stingy with my Audible credits. I bought the first one with my Audible credits, but it is by Nancy Warren, who writes the Vampire Knitting Club series that I have been listening to and have been in love with. And so it's another cozy paranormal mystery series. It was The Great Witch's Baking Contest. And it's kind of a It's set against the backdrop of basically like this universe's equivalent of the Great British Baking Show. So the main character is one of the contestants on this series of the show. It also happens to be a witch who can see dead people. So it's a cozy little cute little mystery, a lot like the Vampire Knitting Club series. I don't think I love it as much as I love the Vampire Knitting Club series, but we'll see. But like I said, it's the first book and they're not available from the library, so I have to kind of pace myself with spending my Audible credits to get them. I don't know what I'm going to be listening to much in the next week or so, because starting January 1, we start a new year for Magical Stitches, and so I want to make sure that I'm starting new books at that point in time. Not like partway through a bunch of books. We're going to be reading Amanda Lee's embroidery mystery series, so we're starting with The Quick and the Thread on January 1, and I just ordered it again. They don't have them audiobook. Not only does the library not have them, Audible doesn't have them. I don't think they have an audiobook. So I ordered the first book from Amazon, and it's going to be a challenge to try to find time to actually physically read. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to manage it. Watching, I haven't watched anything. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have for now. Lexi never came back. Oh well, anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday, whatever holiday that you're celebrating. I hope that it's safe. I hope that you all stay healthy. I hope that you get what you want, if it's a gift-giving holiday for you. And that's about it. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you next time for a good long whip parade. Bye.